Hello, I'm Chef Michael McDermott, and welcome to Chef Michael's Food Hacks. Hello, I'm Chef Michael McDermott. Today we're making salmon chowder. We're going to use some things that we have in the refrigerator, and we are going to make a chowder lickety-split. Absolutely delish. Hello, and as I was saying, we are making delicious salmon chowder. Now, this is pretty traditional, okay, but I'm going to change some of the ingredients. So, for example, usually you use what's called lardons, which are strips of pork bacon. I've got lardons of turkey bacon in there. What I did was I cooked them in olive oil till they were crisp, okay? Now I'm going to add onions, seasoning, corn, and I'm just making a small amount because there's just myself and my son. You do not have to make a big amount of soup when you make soup, okay? It's kind of silly, especially if you're just a couple of people. But conversely, there's no reason why you can't enjoy fresh, delicious soup with only 2 people, okay? So now there's some corn, onions, garlic. I've got some herb de Provence in there, okay? Pepper, salt, and a little Creole spice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sweat this. I'm going to cover it, I'm going to sweat it, and then I'm going to add the other ingredients, and I'm going to show you how we're going to thicken it with just a little bit of gluten-free flour, okay? Yummy! Okay, what I'm doing now is I just added a little bit of flour, about a tablespoon of gluten-free flour to this, and I'm making what's called a roux, but I'm using all the base ingredients, a little bit of olive oil, okay? Now look how quickly we're going to make this soup. Now, I had 2 baked potatoes, okay, from the other day. I had a couple of pieces of salmon for the other day. That's why I'm making salmon chowder, which you can pretty make from any firm flesh fish. Firm flesh fish. Can you say that 3 times fast? Okay, now I'm going to add the potato, one of the potatoes, okay? I'm going to add half the salmon. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I've got vegetable broth. I don't have any salmon broth, okay? So I want to make sure that I infuse the flavor of the salmon into the chowder. Also, I'm using the potato as a thickener, okay? Sort of stick a little bit on the bottom, but it'll come off when I add the broth. Okay, now this is 2 cups of broth, vegetable broth, and 1 cup of half and half. You can also use almond milk if you want to go dairy free, okay? As long as you have potatoes, onions, garlic, some kind of fish. You can also use clam chowder. Is very popular, but still not the only chowder. You have fish chowder. Okay, so now, hey, I just want to talk to you about this little hack. This is really cool because when you make a soup, okay, you're going to make it, you're going to cool it off, you're going to store it, okay? But when you reheat it or when you're going to serve it, this is chef trick. I always finish my soups with a little dash of lemon juice, a little dash of Tabasco, and I mean just a little bit, salt, pepper, fresh ground pepper, and some butter. And then I just stir it in, okay? Here it is, salmon chowder, made from things we had on hand, lickety-split. Absolutely delicious. I'm Chef Michael McDermott. This has been Chef Michael's Food Hacks. Please stay tuned for the next Chef Michael's Food Hacks. And remember, when you eat well, you live well. Visit our partner on Facebook, Borderlands Market and Produce on Wheels Without Waste.